So about a month ago, I set the goal for myself to release a starter kit. At the time, it was super popular, it still is, but personally for me, I wanted to do it because I noticed that people were charging for a starter kit, which I don't really want to do. I also wanted an open source starter kit that people could improve or access at any time. And finally, I just wanted to build something cool for the community. And I am super happy to introduce the Nizzy starter kit. This video is just gonna be like a tutorial of it. I'm gonna release a formal version of this, where we're like formally walking through everything and the features, but I just wanted to talk about it, the cool features it'll have. And hopefully if you're watching this video, the repository will be down below, as well as the link to this so you can access it and check it out. And by the way, this application was built using Next.js, Tailwind CSS, Resend, Stripe, and Prisma, and any DB you can choose in the backend. First things first, let's just go over the UI and the landing page. It's the most simple part, and then we'll get into the features, but let's just get into it, okay? Firstly, we have the nav bar here with some cool little hover states on the pages over here. I personally mostly have 3 items on my nav bar. That's usually what I like. You could be different, but I just like 3, okay? The app will also have light and dark mode, which I just think is a cool little part of the app. It's just an option. I know that users like light and dark mode, so I added it just in case. Better to do it than not. In addition, something cool about this application is that we have a mobile sidebar. You can see over here, when you go small enough, you have the mobile sidebar instead of all the options. And in here, you can sign up, you have the main. I'm gonna fix this, but just something there, okay? In addition here, we just have the copy with an image or a video. Most of my apps have this, where it's an image on the right or left and then text on the other side. That's what I like. In addition, I usually have some pictures here. And down here, we have a pricing page where, you have the pricing here. And this button will do something real cool, and you'll see in a second. But here we just have, your pricing section where you're just going over your main selling point and describing the features of your app so that your users know how much it costs and what is included. And the final part of the landing page is the testimonials. In all applications I've noticed, and at least for me, I like to have a testimonials page so that users feel comfortable. They know at least hopefully the real testimonials. They know people are using the application and are enjoying the application through this testimonial. But anyways, right, we have just gone over a very simple part of the app, just the landing page. Anyone can do that. Anyone can just build this out, right? Where this application gets really interesting is with these features. The first main one that I just freaking hate repeating is authentication, and that is the one I'm super excited to talk about. With the starter kit, you will have a fully fledged authentication system ready for you with OAuth of Google and GitHub. So let's say you're a user, you want to log in, you can just click on Google, say, hey, I'm a Google user, I want to use this one. And then you are logged in. You can see here we have the image for the user with, I even forgot to talk about this. You can just see you have like a cool little drop down thing over here where you can like log out, you have the user email and the username. But anyways, let's just log out one more time. And you can see over here, we have both the register, the login, the forgot password and password reset and stuff like that is super, super, super cool. In addition, if you forgot your password, you can just go over here, put in your email, send a reset email. And then if we go to our Gmail account, you can see we have a Gmail saying that, here, click here to verify your email. You will be able to reset your email that way. And I use resend here. So you just have a fully fledged email system, which I think is really cool. But anyways, let's just log in real quick by doing this. And let me just put in my password. And so we are currently logged in, okay? We have the user information here. We have a logout section and everything like that. And the one thing I've noticed, at least, that I constantly repeat and don't like repeating is checking out user information, right? I want to know on my application how many users we have, how many paid users we have, how many users we've gotten in a month. And that is why I built out the user dashboard for you to have. And basically here, right, I forgot to push the final part. You're able to track the revenue of your application and how much your app is making, total subscriptions for the revenue, so how many subscriptions people are currently paying, how many all-time users there are, so like over the past entire lifetime of the application, how many users there are, and finally new users over the past month. You can track new users, so you can see we logged in with this email using OAuth. It's tracked here. In addition, you can see recent users, which is over the past month, and finally recent sales with their name and how much they paid. And if you want to know how I did this, all I had to do was grab the user's name, email, and image, just display it, how much they paid, etc., etc. It's going to be in the starter kit for you to check out. In addition, this is a very little feature, but you probably noticed it when I was logging in. But I like having notification systems. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's a personal preference, but I included some sort of notification system here so that the user knows when they're logged in and if they did something right. So let's say we want to log in, right? Let me just do this again. Even if it's something like this, if they're wrong, you can see it says email does not exist. So stuff like that, which is really cool. And knowing the users, they probably prefer having a notification system because it's better for them and they know what's going on. Let's say they got the password right. They're going to get a notification saying that they logged in. Stuff like that. Very simple and very, little, but goes a really long way. The final part, I think main part that I wanted to build out for the SaaS was not just the authentication, not just the dashboard, not a drop down, not a notification system, a payment system. And so what we did, right, was we just click on get started. It's going to take us to the Stripe payment page where you're going to be able to have a subscription model and get payments from users. And so I'm just going to put in some fake information here. And hopefully once this loads, you will see that the user paid. And it's not going to display here because it's not an actual payment, but it went through. And I think having this Stripe feature is just so impactful. And I think is the best part because I hate it. I don't know about you, but authentication payment system, most annoying things because it's so much to deal with. And so as of now, you're saying, Nizar, this is really complicated to set up, right? Luckily for you, and I'm pretty happy I did this, but you will have an env example file where you will have a full walkthrough. You can say it's kind of like a documentation of how to do everything. So here I have some text displaying how to set up Google Auth. Like all you really need to do is just connect env. Like you need to just get API keys. That's all you need to do for this application. And I just set up some ways to do that. I need to add it for all of these as well. But all you need to do is just follow the step-by-step things here, follow everything, and you will easily be able to set everything up. But yeah, hopefully you benefit from this. And if you're interested, I will leave it down below. This is honestly one of my favorite applications I've built, and I'm going to constantly be using this on all of my apps. I'm probably going to change some things from app to app. Like I'm going to change the nav bar. I'm going to do some things here and there. But for the most part, when it comes to authentication, when it comes to verifying users, stuff like that, authentication is taken care of. That's the best part. Payment system, that's taken care of, which is awesome. And I think that a lot of you hopefully will benefit from this, and I certainly will. But yeah, if you like the video, then like the video, check out the repository down below. Happy coding, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.